Hi friends, I would like to share some of my IELTS writing experiences with you because IELTS writing was, especially task 2 was the toughest module for me when I was preparing for IELTS. All other modules by practice I used to score more than 7.5 or 8, but writing score always stuck at 6.5. I was not knowing what was the cause. I used to read a lot and I didn't have any difficulty to get ideas. There were a lot of ideas in my mind. And I used to write essays full of ideas, but I was not knowing, why I stuck at 6.5, especially in essay writing. So here are some of the strategies which helped me to get a 7.1 in my IELTS writing. When I practiced these techniques for 1 month and I did rigorous coaching with these strategies, the next attempt itself, I got a 7.1 in my writing. In IELTS academic module, task 1 and task 2 is there. Task 1 is related to they'll give some data and we need to just write it out in 150 to 160 words. So how much we can concise, it is much better to get a very good band. Task 2 carries always more weightage, so concentrate more on task 2. That's what I understood from the exam. Task 1 is also important, but we have to give more weightage for task 2. And until you are understanding the question, you should read it. But you should not take much time for that. While reading it, that is the time itself, you should underline keywords. So once you are identifying the keywords, you can just plan your essay. So what is the plan? How you are going to organize your essay? So this is very important. You have to brainstorm your ideas and how you are going to develop your ideas. This is the most important part. So if you are writing one introduction, two body paragraph and one conclusion, or else you can write one introduction, 3 body paragraph and one conclusion. So I was selecting the first method, one introduction, 2 body paragraph and one conclusion. And in introduction, we are just paraphrasing the question. We are just using the question in our words, just explaining it in our words, and what stand you are going to take. Just clearly mention what is the stand you are going to take in the introduction itself. Next, you have to arrange your paragraph logically. So this always carries more weightage. So first, the first sentence of your body paragraph should be, that is a central topic or topic sentence of the essay. So that is the idea containing. So what is your idea? You just mention in simple sentences, that is better, in the central topic itself. Next, you have to just support what you have written in the topic sentence. You have to just explain why you have written it. So just support the sentence. The next thing is, you should substantiate your topic sentence with relevant example. That is the essence of an essay. If you are writing apt examples, I was not knowing to write examples in an essay. I had a lot of ideas because I used to read a lot, but I was not knowing how to develop my ideas. So when I got this, this trick, I just practiced for 1 month and I developed this skill to develop ideas with supportive sentences, and to support that topic sentence, I put some good examples in my essays. By practicing only, by working hard only, this skill we will develop. So practicing is again next key. Practice, practice, practice. So in the same way, we can close that paragraph using a closing sentence. The next paragraph also, you have to use the next idea. To support that idea, a supportive sentence. If you are getting example again, just put it one more example, or at least one example must be needed in your essay. But this example must be relevant for the topic. So if you are putting relevant examples in your essays, you are getting more chances to 7. At the same time, you should avoid errors. Errors, a 7-band essay means less frequent errors, unlike 6-band essay. So errors must not be there. some errors are accepted. And in the same way, we can conclude. Conclusion, it takes 1 or 2 sentences. That is as per your convenience, as per your plan. We all know that in a 7-band academic essay in IELTS, we need task response. That is the most important thing. Task response is very important because we should not deviate from the task. Whether we are responding correctly to the task, that is the most important thing. And the next thing is cohesion and coherence. This means how logically we are connecting your ideas with meaningful sentences. Whether your sentences are linked each other. So this also carries very good mark. And the next thing is lexical resources. Lexical resources in the sense, whether we have very good vocabulary in your hand to use in essays. Even if you have good vocabulary, whether you are able to put it in the right place. So that's what lexical resources means. At the same time, you should not repeat any words. You have to use synonyms in your essays. Synonyms means you should use good synonyms instead of repeating the same word in your essays. The last thing is grammatical range and accuracy. So grammatical errors are accepted, but it must be less frequent in a 7-band essay. At the same time, you should use different varieties of sentence structures in your IELTS essay for getting a 7-band. I was not knowing this technique when I was writing IELTS writing for the first time. I used to write only simple sentences because this was the easiest method for me. And I think most of us, used to write in simple sentences. So this will not give you a band more than 6.5, even if your essay has cohesion, coherence, grammatical accuracy, or whatever it is. Okay. Whenever you're having different types of sentence patterns, like if you are able to use complex or compound sentences or passive sentences in your essays correctly, it will give you definitely a 7-band score or above. So you can make complex sentences by using different words like although, hence, which, whether, so that, in order that. Different words are there for making complex sentences. At the same time, you can join your different ideas with compound sentences by using conjunctions like and, but, so, yet. So there are many examples in the YouTube as well as in the Google. So you can ask Google how to write complex or compound sentences, same way passive sentences also. So just practice it writing in your home or in coaching institution, wherever you are studying IELTS. So this practice is the key. And by vigorous practicing, at least for 1 month, you can definitely achieve your required score. The next point is you should not deviate from the task. How you are logically arranging your ideas, how you are connecting your ideas in the paragraphs, it definitely gets a 7-band. How well you are connecting. That coherence, cohesion is very important in your IELTS essay. Next tip is for getting, there are different topics in IELTS essays. So for getting more ideas, you need to read more. So reading is very important. And you have to read the essays of, at least band 7 or above of your friends, so that you will get more ideas and, you'll get more accurate essays. At the same time, whatever you are writing in your home, you should set a timer, as like in IELTS exam. Set a timer, then only you write. And at the same time, whatever you are writing, you just try to get it corrected from those who are able to correct your essays or from some experts. This correction is very important. Getting corrected. All the essays you have to get corrected. So then only you'll find out the mistakes. Okay, what mistakes I made. So that next essay you can just omit the mistake and you can write. So by writing, the perfection will come. By practicing only, these all techniques will work out. Next thing is acquire speed. Because completing an essay which containing 250 words at least, so it is not an easy task if you are not practicing. Within 40 minutes, we should be able to complete our essays. So for this, we need to be acquire speed. Only by practicing, we'll get this speed. So try to practice in your home and try to complete within 35 to 38 minutes so that you'll get some 2 minutes for proofreading. Proofreading is very important. Then only you can find out some errors like spelling errors, because Sandband essay which contain very less errors. So even if there are spelling errors, we need to correct it off. So proofreading is very important. So try to practice writing essays in your home so that speed will come and you can get more time for proofreading. Also, you should not write more than 300 words in your task 2 essay. Try to finish it within 250 to 260 words or maximum of 280. Not more than that, because essay will look like very lengthy. So always try to finish within the limits. In case of task 1, we have to complete within time, like 15 to 16 minutes. If you are able to finish within time, before 20 minutes, you'll get more time for task 2. You can adjust the time. So usually people are writing, task 1 first, then task 2. But for me, I just use this technique, like I go to task 2 first and then I found time for writing task 1. So this is a technique for me only, and I don't know, it may work for you people. So if you want to try like this, you just practice this technique in your home before, not on the day of your exam, not directly on the day of your exam, because it will not work. You have to practice for at least 1 month in your home, like first task 2 just write, so that you will get more time for planning. And task 1 is comparatively easier than task 2. Just we need to write down the data which is given in the pie chart or flow chart or line graph, something else. So this is not that difficult. But task 1 also carries weightage. But the thing is, you should not cross the limits of words. Like it must be in 150 to 160, not more than 180 words. So these are the some techniques which help me to get a 7 band and an overall 7.5 in my IELTS exam. And I'm an average English speaker. So many of you are still stuck at 6.5 in your IELTS writing. Just try to find out what are the problems in your essays with the help of an expert. So, some of your essays you just give to your friends who are always scoring 7 or above. So they can find it out easily. Or you just try to collect the essays of them. So, we'll get an idea how they are logically organizing their paragraphs. At the same time, more than 35 other topics are there in IELTS essay, like technology, environment, education, health, food, tourism, consumerism, travel. So there are different topics. So reading is very important to collect ideas. So these are some of the techniques which help me in my IELTS exam. So hope this may be helpful for you too. Thank you.